Welcome to today's practice, and again this practice is intended for morning practice, but you can practice any time of the day. This week we're in our week 2, so we're working through our Sacral Chakra, which is going to be more predominantly working through our hips, and we're going to be embodying the element of water, so we're going to do more flow within our practice. So when you're ready, let's find a comfortable seat position and I'll meet you there. Hands can rest onto the knees, palm facing up or down, up to you. And then we're just going to start to circle. So we're going to rock forward and then back and then rounding in a circle. I'm going to say that circle as big as it feels good for you. You might rock so that the legs move as well, the hips come off the ground. Take that circle as big as you like. And the idea of this exercise is that we're bringing flow and movement to arrive in a comfortable seat. Finding your center of gravity and that point where there's that sense of effortlessness to be seated and a sense of alertness in that seated. Nice. The next time that you rock forward, let's go in the other direction. And then you might close your eyes. So as you visualize that circle, that pivot point where you're drawing that circle is at the base of your spine as you're rocking around on the legs. It's a bit like those toys that you see with the rounded bottom. You're kind of like rolling and rocking around. Nice. And then keeping in that same direction, you're going to visualize now drawing that pivot point to your belly button. So now the legs are going to start to settle. Relax where they land, and then the pivot point of that circle is your belly button. So you might sit a little taller from the pelvis. Now starting to draw that circle from your belly button. So the circle might get smaller. Nice. Next time that you rock forward, let's go in the other direction. Notice how that may feel different. And then from there, visualizing that pivot point now to the base of your rib cage. And again, you might draw a circle from there. You might start to round, so it's a bit like a rounded seated cat and cow. Just find what feels good for you. Nice. And then going in the other direction as well. Starting to visualize that point where we're drawing the circle now up through to the crown of your head. As we find that comfortable seat, foundation, legs settled into the ground. Our spine gently circling up as we draw a smaller and smaller circle, finding that alignment where we sit comfortably, growing up tall or sitting up tall. Going in the other direction, getting that circle a little smaller and smaller and smaller. As you gently start to settle in stillness, to arrive into your practice in that alert, a sense of effortlessness to sit. As we breathe in, as we breathe out, relaxing the shoulders, softening the space in between the eyebrows. Just noticing as we come into stillness, so there is movement with that flow of breath. Perhaps when you inhale, you're feeling that wave rising up, uplifting as you sit tall. Then as you exhale, as you breathe out, perhaps a relaxation of the shoulders, feeling the weight of your legs into the ground. Feeling that flow of breath moving through you. So today we'll be focusing in on our flow, moving with breath. focusing in more towards the hips and our pelvis. And as we arrive, you may set the intention for our practice. I move with ease and grace as I flow through my practice. I move with ease and grace as I flow through my practice. So on your next inhale, let's start to wriggle the fingers and toes, noticing how that movement may feel now. You might just gently tip the head over to the side, center, back to the side, other side, to bring some movement to your body. So going always at your own pace of breath, thinking about our transitions today, our flow. The next time that the head comes back through center, let's inhale, sweep the arms up, looking up to the hands. You can keep your eyes still closed if you like. Exhale, let's press and push the hands out, looking down. Inhale, tilting the chin up. Again, you can have the eyes open or closed, up to you, reaching the arms up, palms together. And then exhale, press the palms out. Extend through the fingertips. Fingertips point up as the hands are flexed. Nice. Go for one more on your own pace. Really working through that transition. Feeling that stretch all the way through. Arms down to the fingertips. Nice. From there, landing the hands back onto the knees. Let's tuck the chin in. Let's round the back. Draw the belly button in. Seated cat. Inhale, let's tilt the tailbone as we lift the chest. Shoulders roll away, looking up. Exhale, tuck the chin in, round in the back, drawing the belly button in. As we scoop the tailbone on, you might rock back onto that tailbone. So just go where it feels nice for you to flow into, moving with that ease and exploration and curiosity of how it feels to move in your body. So as you move through that, you might find it feels good to just give the shoulders a little shimmy or a little shuffle. Noticing where in your body is asking for some attention. Nice. And there is no rush. The next time that you lift the chin up, we'll reach the arms up. And then exhale, we're going to bring the right hand down to look down towards that right hand as we reach over to side bend. Inhale, we bring the arms back up, looking up. Exhale, as we bring the left hand down, we look down to that left hand and we stretch into a side bend. Go at your own pace. Inhale to raise the hands back up. Exhale to look down towards that hand as it comes down. Stretching into your side bend. Going at your own pace, flowing in time with your own breath, attending to that flow and that transition as you go from side, center to side. Staying active through the hands. Nice, and no rush. Go for 2 or 3 more rounds so that you're even on both sides. Nice. When you feel even on both sides, meet at the center. Take your arms out, interlace the hands, tuck the chin in, draw the fist down towards the ground, taking a deep breath in and out there. And then let's give it a good shake out. Let's meet into tabletop to all fours. Knees underneath the hips, fingertips spread into the ground. From there, inhale to lift the tailbone, broaden in the chest as we look forward into cow pose. Exhale to tuck the chin in as we round the back, drawing the belly button in, scooping the tailbone under. Nice. Inhale through to cow pose. And exhale to round into cat. Tucking the chin in, rounding the back, tucking the tailbone under. And again, in your own pace, as you attend to that movement, flowing through those transitions, attending to your spine, feeling free to move anywhere. That needs attending to. Nice. Let's go for one more breath there. And from there, walking the hands forward slightly, draw the weight forward, deep breath in, and then exhale, draw the belly button in, bend the elbows as you lower down onto your belly. Nice. From there, raising the hands up as we inhale, lift the chest. Exhale as we lower down. Inhale to rise into that moving cobra. Exhale to lower down. As you go at your own pace, the hands are lifted off the ground, but if you'd like that support, feel free to have the hands just underneath the shoulders, but try not to put too much weight into that. Weight into the hands, rising up as you inhale, lowering down as you exhale. Nice. Go for two more in your own pace. Nice. And then from there, hands beside the chest. Let's push the hips back. We're going back, up, and then into your downward dog as you pedal the feet. Swing the hips. Noticing how that may feel in your body. Grounding through the fingertips. Nice. So let's bring that, now that we're familiar with the poses, let's bring that into a flow. Let's lower the knees down, knees underneath hips, hands underneath shoulders. Inhale through to cow pose. Exhale round to cat. Inhale as we look forward, preparing the hands to slightly move forward. Exhale, rock forward, lowering down. Inhale to lift into a moving cobra. Exhale to lower down. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands down, stepping back into your downward dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Pedaling the feet or being still, up to you. Let's lower those knees down. Inhale through to cow pose. Exhale round to cat. Really nice. Inhale, set the hands up as we walk them forward, leaning forward. Exhale to lower down. Inhale to rise, this time into cobra. So as we lift the chest, hands lightly press into the ground, low, mid or high. And then exhale to downward dog. Taking the full breath there, whether you're pedaling the feet or more static as we spread those fingertips into the ground, shoulders away from the ears. Nice. Lowering the knees down. We reset, last round. Inhale through to cow pose. Exhale round to cat. Inhale, step or walk the hands forward slightly. Exhale as we lower down. Inhale to rise to cobra. Exhale back into your downward dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Nice. From there, let's start to walk the feet towards the hands. Let's hang here in ragdoll, knees bent, arms hang heavy. Just give your wrist a little shake out, a little shake. Resting the wrists, resting the head, letting your head hang heavy, letting your torso hang heavy here. Nice. From there, on your next inhale, let's gently start to roll on up. Head comes up last. As we arrive, we'll shrug the shoulders up and draw the shoulders down. Go for 2 more. Inhale to draw the shoulders up. Exhale to draw the shoulders down. Going at your own pace. Nice. Your next inhale, let's circle the arms up, so I'll just face towards you, but stay where you are. Exhale to press the hands out, so like we did when we were seated. Inhale to sweep the arms up. Exhale to push the palms out. Nice. Go for 1 more on your own pace. Nice. From there, if you aren't already, at the top of your mat, let's inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, let's reach forward to fold. Inhale, let's lift the chest, halfway lift. Exhale, let's place those hands down as we step the feet back, lowering the knees to come into an extended child's pose. Remember, you have the options to have the knees together, knees out hip width, or perhaps knees out the width of the mat. Arms are extended, forehead onto the ground, but if the forehead doesn't reach the ground, perhaps you may fold the arms, stack the head on top of the forearms. Noticing your breath there in child's pose. Can we breathe into the side space and the back space of your body? Breathing in that 360 direction. Noticing that gentle pressure towards the hips. The opening up of that lower back. A gentle massage of your organs as the legs are folded there. And as you breathe deeply into belly and chest, perhaps feeling that gentle massage with the legs, restricting your breath with the legs, taking up that space where your belly and chest expands when you breathe. Let's go for 1 more breath here. And taking your time, let's guide ourselves back up. Back in through to all fours. Option to come into cat-cow again if you like. Option to come up to kneeling and stretching the arms up on the inhale. And exhale, stretching the arms out, so it's up to you if you'd like that. Rising up and attending to the arms to stretch up and out, feel free to do that. Or if you prefer cat-cow, taking whatever movement feels good for you right now. Let's go for 1 more breath. Nice. When you are ready, let's start to sit to the side to transition to come to the center of our mat. As you come to the center of the mat, we're going to hold the back of the thighs, and if it feels okay, start to rock back and forth along your spine. If that really doesn't feel that great for your back, then gently lower yourself down and rock from side to side. Nice. When you're ready, let's lower ourselves down and holding the knees separately. We're going to circle the knees out and then draw the knees together. Circling the knees out and then drawing the knees together. So drawing two opposing circles with the knees. That's it. And then let's go in the other direction as well. Nice, and then from there, when the knees draw out, let's take the arms now to hold either the shin or the ankle. As the heels stay down, we're stretching here. Perhaps it may feel good to stay still, perhaps you may want to gently rock side to side. Noticing those sensations surrounding the hips, the groin, the inner thighs. Remembering, take what option serves your body best today. So you can stay here. You might hold the inner arches of the feet and then take the heels up into happy baby pose. Remembering the knees bend and the knees draw out to the side. You can again choose to stay still, breathing there, or you might rock side to side. Finding what is serving your body best today. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice, let's go for 2 more breaths there. And taking your time, we're going to go out the way we came in. So if the heels are up, guide them back down. Start to slide the hands now onto the knees and return back to those knee circles. Noticing how that may feel different, what sensations are moving through your body right now. Let's go in the other direction as well. Nice. And then from there, let's place those feet down, hip width. The heels don't have to be that close towards the hips, so placing the feet down, hip width. Let's inhale, send that right leg all the way up. And then exhale, bending the knees so that the right ankle starts on top of the left thigh. You can choose to stay here. You can raise the legs up, threading that right hand in between the legs to hook around to hold the back of your left thigh. To come into that reclined pigeon. Breathing there. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the head. Perhaps if that's not the right intensity, not at your edge, you might hold your shin. Noticing how that may change the sensations and the intensity, but remembering to move with ease and move with grace, being kind to your body to find what feels safe. Breathing there as we relax the shoulders and head. Noticing as you breathe out, where can you soften that a little bit more? Where can you surrender in to that pose? Nice, let's go for 2 more breaths here. And then out of the way we came, let's release the hands, landing that left foot down. And we're going to keep that same form with the legs, so keeping the ankle stacked on top. Let's inhale, reach the arms out into a T-shape, palms face up. And then exhale, let's draw those legs over to the left side. So you're starting to roll onto the left side of your body. The foot is going to place onto the ground, and if it doesn't touch, perhaps the foot's just hovering off the ground, but the knee is going to point up towards the ceiling, or as high up as it feels good for you. If it doesn't feel that great, perhaps you might angle the knee slightly towards the floor. Let's look over towards our right hand. Deeply breathing in and deeply breathing out. Let's go for one more breath in. Nice. Take your time. Let's roll the head back through center. Let's roll back through to the center. Perhaps you may want to hug the knees in, give it a little rock. Maybe let's extend the legs out, give them a point flex or a little shake out. Up to you. Nice. When you're ready, let's reset. Feet down, hip width. On your inhale, let's raise our left leg up, extending up into the air. Exhale, let's bend the knee as the ankle starts on top of the right thigh this time. You can choose to stay here. You might raise the legs up. Left hand threads in between the legs to hook the back of the right thigh. Relaxing your shoulders and head, perhaps noticing how this side may feel different to the other. You might choose to hold your shin if that intensity is not meeting you where your edge is. As we breathe, and each breath out is an invitation to go deeper into that pose as we soften and softening those areas of maybe contraction or resistance, making sure that we feel safe in that pose to do so. An indication that we feel safe is that we can start to ease into that pose, that we can still breathe deeply, attending to those areas that feel tight in this posture. Let's go for 2 more breaths in. Nice. And from there, let's come out the way we came in. So releasing the hands, guiding the foot down. We're going to stretch the arms onto a T-shaped, palms face up. On your exhale, let's roll ourselves over towards that right side. The foot's coming onto the ground, or perhaps it's just hovering off the floor. That knee is pointing up or slightly angled if it really doesn't feel good to point up. Looking over towards that left arm. Breathing here in this twist. Nice. Let's go for one more breath in. Gently bring the head back. Guide the legs in. You can choose to release the legs, hug the knees in, extend the legs out, point or flex the feet, give the legs a good shake out. Entirely up to you. Nice, and then from there, let's place those feet down, mat width. Let's stretch those arms out into a T-shaped palm space up. Inhale at the center. Exhale, swaying the knees over to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, swaying the knees to the left. So you're going to go at your own pace and windscreen wipers. The feet are about mat width and you're rocking over to the outer and inner edge of the feet and then rocking over to the other side, and it'll be the same. As you transition to roll over your feet, and perhaps maybe you're rolling over the heel to create that smoother transition of swing to the center, swing to the side. Thinking about our transitions, you might incorporate the head to move into that too. So if your legs go to the left, your head tilts to the right. Flowing in time with your own pace of breath. Noticing the transition. Not just the arrival, but that moving in between the landing of the side, the landing of the center. Nice. Let's go for 2 or 3 more rounds of breath here so that you feel even on both sides. And once you feel even, you might come back through to the center. Draw the knees together. Constructive rest. You might hug the knees in and gently rock side to side. But when you are ready, let's start to guide ourselves into our second to last pose. Drawing the soles of the feet together, knees out to the side in reclined bound angle. You can choose to shuffle the feet closer in towards you, further away, pop some cushions or blocks underneath your legs. Nice. Option with the hands, you might have them rested onto the belly, out to the side, up over the head. Perhaps maybe elbows bent to create a second diamond shape. Entirely up to you. As you settle in, surrendering the legs, opening up the hips. As you settle in, surrendering the arms, opening the chest. As we settle and arrive to surrender into stillness. Still noticing that movement of your breath flowing through you. And perhaps now noticing the more subtle sensations that you feel. Arriving in a static position with the breath flowing through you. How each inhale feels different to each exhale. Nice, and in your own pace of breath, let's take 3 more breaths here. On your last exhale, noticing anywhere that you could let go to drop in further into that pose. Releasing and letting go. When you are ready, start to wiggle the fingers and toes and guide those arms in. Use your hands to guide the legs in. Again, you have the option perhaps to maybe come back into constructive rest. Feet at mat width, knees together. You might choose to hug the knees in, rock side to side. You might choose to come back into windscreen wipers. You can take whatever movement or stillness that may feel good for your body right now. Noticing how your body releases out of that pose, what feels new. Nice. And taking your time, you might pop any extra layers on. As we settle into our final pose, corpse pose Shavasana. Taking the feet out mat width and the toes to fall out to the side. Feel free to shuffle the shoulders and hips. Rock the head side to side. Hands can rest onto the belly or out to the side, palms facing up. Feeling free to close your eyes. And if this doesn't feel comfortable, you can always come into constructive rest as well, to ease any discomfort in your lower back. So as you relax in neutral, in Shavasana, I will guide you through in seated, so staying comfortably where you are. As we arrive to notice, surrendering to stillness in our relaxation, how it feels to be in your body, in your being, how it feels to be you right now. Physically, mentally, emotionally, and your energy levels. So we check in with the body, feeling our feet and letting go of the feet to relax. Feeling our legs and hips, surrendering both legs and hips. Feeling both legs and feet completely relaxed. Feeling the spine as you unravel the back. Surrender the shoulders. Let go of the arms all the way down to the fingertips. Your next breath in, feeling the expansion of belly and chest. And as you breathe out, that softening, surrendering your entire torso, both arms and hands to the mat. Relaxing your head as we soften the jaw. Soften the cheeks and temples, dissolving of any tension surrounding the eyes, eyeballs, eyelids, eyebrows, and space in between the eyebrows. Unraveling the forehead. And your next breath out, surrendering your entire body here for neutral rest. Flowing at a more slower pace, flowing in a more static posture. As we feel the breath moving through you. Sensations at nose, throat, expansion of lungs. Softening of belly and chest. Temperature difference of the air as it flows back out. And I invite you to perhaps set an intention for the rest of your day. Repeating silently to yourself. From this centered space, I flow through my day with ease and with grace. From this centered space, I flow through my day with ease and grace. From this centered space, I flow through my day with ease, with grace. As we arrive back with intention, starting to notice your body and the contact that it has with the floor. Starting to notice perhaps the air brushing against skin and the air exchanging as you breathe in and out. Deepening your breath. You might invite movement to fingers to toes. You might gently rock the head side to side. In your own time, you might start to take a full body stretch. And then go ahead to hug the knees in as you give yourself a big squeeze and hug. As you gently rock side to side, inviting yourself back into the day. You might roll over to the right. You might rock back and forth. As you join me in a comfortable seat, with the palms at the center of the chest. As we arrive back, you might want to repeat that intention to yourself again. Arriving back with intention, closing our practice. Let's circle the arms up, breathing in. Palms together. Breathing out, hands down through center. Namaste. Thank you for joining practice, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. I will see you for week 3 where we'll be working through our solar plexus, working through more twists. So see you then. Take care. Bye.